Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to another edition, day number two. We started on time, but unfortunately, we had a tech issue that took us off the air. Now we're back on the air, and we're feeling good. That's right, we're feeling good. I do not feel like Peacock is going to help us. Oh, jolly whiz bang! Now, let us get back to where we were before all hell broke loose. And everything just fell apart here on this broadcast. Uh, let's uh, let's start to where we were at the top of the hour. We're talking about the one, the only Michigan new head coach. Actually, I wouldn't say new head coach. I'd say just thank you. You want to? Is there a way we can get you down just a little? Yeah, right there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Michigan coach Sharon Moore and some of his assistants are leading the Wolverines without a fully executed contract, according to the USA Today. Huzzah. Now then, Moore is still tied to the program with a memorandum of understanding that he signed in January, elevating him from offensive coordinator to coach in the wake of Jim Harbaugh's departure to the Los Angeles Chargers. Michigan Athletic Director Ward Manuel said in a recent appearance on the Conquering Heroes podcast that the two sides are still ironing out a deal. They're working on it as we speak. I've signed a couple of the assistant coaches. We've had a transition in basketball as well as football. We're dealing with NCAA manners. We're dealing with the situation with our apparel provider, bringing on legends as shortly as yesterday. We won't go through the D part, but we'll just say the anyone who listens or watches podcast that says the NCAA has made their decision inaccurate, rely on uh, the truth, and that will be revealed to all, as I say. So there we go. Well, let's get to it. Okay. Uh, the NCAA has given Michigan 90 days to respond to the NOA, the notice of allegations, which means Wolverines have until November to address the situation. After a response, the NCAA could then call a meeting of the Committee on Infractions for Michigan to make the case. That could take place well after the 2024 season is complete. So now you know the west of the story. Anyway, we'll talk more about that when the time cometh. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Apparently, Peacock in the Thursday night football telecast is not available to Peacock members. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the Commanders. The second story. We're going to do a truncated version of the broadcast tonight, folks. We're going to go off the air at 11 o'clock. We're doing a truncated program. Washington Commanders fired the team's vice president of content, Raul Entine, after a video emerged this week where he was shown making disparaging remarks about NFL players, fans, and Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. What was said, well, would make anyone want to cry, like our friend the rabbi. Um, I'm glad they got rid of him. He was shall we say, a bit vociferous. Anyway, have we queued it up? We'll cue it up, guys, because it is Thursday. Thursday night football has begun, but still, we finally got last night's wrapping with the rabbi, his predictions for Thursday and Friday's football games. And I know you want to hear from him instead of me, so if you guys are ready, in the Rumacy Glimus, let there be a broadcast. Let's go to Harry von Stuttgart, our announcer. And yes, friends, it is time for the rabbi to speak. So, Harry, Rabbi, take it away. Please make it good for us. Please. Please, please, please. Hopefully, this can be heard. If not, we're all doomed.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Stuart, and it's that time again. Time for Rapping with the Rabbi, a pro football season begins. This week, Rabbi Hiram Shecky Fleischman is joining us here from the Vatican Football League, just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Vatican City. Rabbi Fleischman, how's it going? Oh, I don't think what to tell you. It's going okay. It's amazing. I tied with a cat last year. Yep, that's right. You and Uno, who is now the two-time champ, but you are also the champ. Baxman, second place. Maybe this time you'll be better. But how's it feel to come finally get one? I don't think I can tell you. It feels so good to do that. I can't wait to this time. Ties. Let's get into it, Tim. Baltimore and Kansas City. I'm giving this one to the Chiefs. I hope that little Shiksa Taylor Swift realizes we already know what the breakup date is. Friday night in Brazil. Have you ever been to Brazil, Harold? No, I haven't been. Well, it's not been to Brazil. It's pretty fun. Well, who knows? Who knows what it is this year? I didn't go, but the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles are going in Sao Paulo. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles in this one. By the way, for Thursday night, I'm taking Kansas City. I think I already gave the score just in case. Thank you, Sergeant. I'm taking Kansas City 36, Baltimore 14. Green Bay and Philadelphia from Brazil. That'll be on Peacock, by the way. Lead out for this one, Baltimore, Kansas City on NBC. I am taking Philadelphia 2043 over Green Bay. Now, as for the Sunday games, you'll have to wait till Friday night, Friday or Saturday night. But for right now, the two games we predict, or I predict, I am going with Kansas City 36-14 over Baltimore, and I am taking the Philadelphia Eagles 24-3. I will see you on Saturday night for our usual predictions, and Friday night, hear me now, I will have 5 college football predictions to give you. 2 of them are true locks. No bagels, but a lot of locks. Okay, thank you very much, Rabbi Fleischman. It's Monsignor Rabbi Fleischman. You are still Monsignor. Are you still? Because I am the commissioner of the Vatican Football League until I pass away. That will be a long time. Thank you very much, Monsignor Rabbi, Hiram, shining flesh. Harold, it's good to see you, my friend. Faster than the week. You are looking great at the temple of your beard. Looks like he has no hair when he's growing his beard. I did notice. He has a nice look. Good going. Now, you can just be better than your cat. Didn't he?
Okay, well, if you didn't hear that, the uh, we repeat. Luckily, I have I had Harold um, drop me off the face of the earth here. I had Harold give me the little sketty. The rabbi picked Kansas City to defeat Baltimore 36-14. And the Friday game, he picked Philadelphia over Green Bay 24-3, live from Brazil. So, with that said and done, let us give you a proper update on the game, which is on NBC and on Peacock, but is blacked out on Peacock. Don't ask me why. Anyway, it is 20-10 Kansas City. They have just started the third quarter, actually. Third quarter, about 11-17 left to play. So, very tough game. Very, very tough. Okay, let's get back over here. And we are going to. Oh, boy. Anyway, we're going to just give you a little pause here for just a brief moment. We're just going to go on and on here. Um, there we go. There we go. We are behind the Desilu Productions microphone. It's great. Yep, there we are. Anyway, let us, if we can, oh joy, oh rapture, let us go to Major League Baseball. We got scores from MLB. Let's do that. Then we'll get to the righteously weird, if not fascinating, standings. Okay, let's get to the standings. We'll have more, including why the WNBA may be taking a little hard look at all the mischief, we'll just call it, with all these players decking and hitting and just all around thugging Caitlin Clark. Anyway, let's all go to it. This is, they're all finals except for one, but it looks like it's going to be either way. So let's give you the scores here right now. Padres over the Tigers 3-0. Top of the ninth, none out. Let's go to the finals. Twins over the Rays 4-3. Reds over the Astros 1-0. Mariners over the Athletics 6-4. Giants over the Diamondbacks 3-2. Pirates over the Nationals 9-4. What a way not to make a living. Phillies over the Marlins 5-2. Rockies take out the Braves 3-1. Texas Rangers over the Angels 3-1. Let us go to Major League Baseball, give you the standings, and see how many games, et cetera, and so forth, and so on, and so on, and so on. Let's go to it. The standings, along with the wild cards, etc. Yeah, let's just hang with us here, folks. Just hang with us. We're getting things. Hey, Matt, Eddie, how are you, sir? Hopefully you're doing a little better than I am. Hopefully you're doing a little better than I am. But we're back. We got a new look. And are we, am I? I'm doing well. I guess you had to restart the show. Yeah, we got bopped out. So we had to restart. We're going to full hour. We're not going to half hour. We're going to full hour. So we're going to make sure everything goes right. Okay, let us get to the standings. Okay, in the regular season, then we'll go to the wild card and just tell you what's what, who's who. Okay, in the American League East, Baltimore Orioles are the top dog right now. They are half game behind. Well, the Orioles are in first place with an 81 and 60 recorde. Thank you. Is there a way we can pump this thing up? Nope. Okay. So I'll just have to read it like this. Okay, Baltimore Orioles at 81 and 60. They are the top dog. New York Yankees are half a game behind at 80 and 60. Yep. Boston Red Sox are 10 and a half games out at 70 wins and 70 losses. Tampa Bay Rays are at 69 and 70. That's 11 and a half out. Toronto Blue Jays are 67 and 74, 14 games out. American League Central, Cleveland Guardians are 80 and 60. They're in the top. Minnesota Twins are at 76 and 64, 4 games back of the Guardians. Kansas City Royals are 76 and 65, 4.5 out. Detroit Tigers are 70 and 70. They're 10 games out. Chicago White Sox, you might as well forget them. They are eliminated no matter what happens. 32 and 109, 48 and a half games out. In the AL West, it's the Houston Astros, the top dog. Seattle Mariners are 4.5 games out. By the way, Houston Astros, 75-65. Seattle Mariners, 4.5 games out, 71-70. Texas Rangers, 7.5 out with 68 and 73. Oakland A's are just the Athletics. 14.5 out, they're 61 and 80. And the Angels, 58 and 82, they're 17 games out. The National League East, it is the Philadelphia Phillies in the top, 84 and 56. Atlanta Braves, 8 games out, as well as the New York Mets. Both teams have 76 and 64. Washington Nationals are 22 games out, 62 and 78 win-loss record, and the Miami Marlins are 32 games out with 52 and 88 record win-loss. National League Central Division is led by the Milwaukee Brewers. They're the top dog at 81 and 59. Chicago Cubs, 9 games out with 72 and 68. St. Louis Cardinals, 10 games back at 71 and 69. Cincinnati Reds, 68 and 73, 13 and a half out. Pittsburgh Pirates, 66 and 74, 15 out. And in the National League West, Dodgers maintain a very comfortable lead, 84 and 56. Padres are 4.5 out or 4.5 back at 81 and 60 at 80 and 61. The Arizona Diamondbacks are 5.5 out, 79-62. San Francisco Giants are 15.5 out, 69-72. Colorado Rockies are 32.5 out, 52 and 88 is their record. So we got that. Let's before we hit the wild cards, do we have the okay, let's see. Okay, let's go to the wild card race and tell you what we see. BC. Boom. We see this. The AL leaders are, of course, the Baltimore Orioles in the East, Cleveland Guardians in the Central, Houston Astros in the West. The wild card race, well, it was fun while it lasted for the Tigers. New York Yankees are 4.5 up with 80 and 60. Minnesota Twins are half up at, well, no, we'll just do it the win-loss. We don't need the wild card games back, so we'll just do it like this. New York Yankees, 80 and 60. Minnesota Twins, 76 and 64. Kansas City Royals, 76 and 65. The Tigers are still in it, but They are at 70 and 70, as are the Boston Red Sox, and the Seattle Mariners are 71 and 70. So there you go. That's the American League. Let's take you to the National League. Dodgers in the West, Phillies in the East, Brewers in the Central, and the wild card. San Diego Padres 80 and 61, Arizona Diamondbacks 79-62, Atlanta Braves 76-64, as are the New York Mets, also 76 and 64. We will bring you that which we like to call the death knell. That's right. It'll be the countdown to extinction coming soon. In fact, we can safely say in 2 weeks we will find out who is eliminated. But right now, we can tell you in the AL East, Toronto, wait till next year. You are out. Tampa Bay Rays, well, not going to say you're in or out. You're just in the halfway point. For the AL Central, the White Sox are out, 48 and a half games. They can't even, not with the days left in September and in the season. As so are the Tigers. The AL West. Right now, the Angels look like they will be the first eliminated, followed by the Athletics. NL East will be the Marlins and the Nationals going bye-bye. In the NL Central, it's, well, I'm going to say it. It's a little too close to call, but right now the Pirates look like the odd man out, as are the Reds. And in the West, the Colorado Rockies assured they have been eliminated. That's right. They have been eliminated. Oh, okay. That clears that up. Or does it? I guess so. We should try ESPN because they're the ones that are a little bit, shall we say, upgrade, you know. Yeah, let's see if they can help us out. Just sort of dissect here as we get to les standings. Okay. Yep, White Sox have been eliminated. So the White Sox are the first elimination. Meanwhile, in the National League, Colorado Rockies and Miami Marlins have been eliminated. So it's all going to happen, folks. Yahoo! Wild card race, we've already figured that out. So there you go on that selective memory. Okay, it is 10:54. We are, as we stated earlier, going to go over our allotted time because the error, the blooper, the mistake, the cutoff. So we're just going to continue this little taste test of a broadcast. And I hope you all like the new look. Took us a while to get it all together, but we like it. It's good. It's easy. And best of all, our promo department gets applause for at least keeping the background of Jackson still in it. Okay. Yay. Yes, thank you. I love that new logo too. Anyway, let us get to les scores. Let's see. Oops. Hello. Okay, we got him. We got him? Yes, we got. We got Bonmont breath. Okay, let us continue Oh, gosh. Help us all. Okay. We continue with the scoreboard. The Mystics at the half the Washington Mystics lead the Phoenix Mercury by a score of 50-32, and the final score just into us, the New York Liberty squeaked by against the Seattle Storm 77-70. In the semifinals, um, right now, the semifinals, there's only one that we can report on. Sabalenka defeated Navarro in straight sets 6-3, 7-6, 7-2 tiebreak. They're in the third set right now, and at the Arthur Ashe Stadium in the semifinals, it is a set apiece between Muchova and Pegula. Pegula winning the first set 6-1. Pegula winning the second set 6-3, and Pegula leads in the final set, the third set, 3-love. World Cup qualifying 2026. Uh, Here we go. Bolivia beat Venezuela 4-0. Argentina beat Chile 3-0. Bahrain in Spain. Bahrain defeated Australia 1-0. Japan overtook China 7-0. Korean Republic and Palestine, goose egg, final score. Uzbekistan beat North Korea by a score of 1-0. Iraq defeated Oman 1-0. UAE, the United Arab Emirates, defeated Qatar 3-1. Iran defeated the Kyrgyz Republic 1-0. Saudi Arabia and Indonesia ended in a 1-1 tie. Jordan and Kuwait also ended in a 1-1 tie. American Samoa and Samoa are tied at goose eggs at the half. Tonga beat the Cook Islands. Final score 3-1. In the friendlies, Russia beat Vietnam 3-0. Bangladesh beat Bhutan 1-0. And Hong Kong defeated the Solomon Islands 3-0. Okay, now, where is it? Okay, thank you. We're going to take you to see if we have other soccer scores here, or can we go to the minor league scoreboard, and we just going to take a little peeky poot here and see if we covered everything in the book. And in Brazil soccer, Cuiabá and Juventude tied at 0. That's all the soccer news we got for you here on the broadcast. So we've done that dutage. Yes, we've done that duty so well. We're happy. Are you happy? I know I'm happy too. Boop, boop, be doop. Excuse me, kids. I was yawning here. Okay. Tomorrow on the broadcast, we will have the Friday night visit from the rabbi, a bit louder this time. And he will pick 5 college football games for Saturday viewage. And hopefully you folks will win a bundle. On that, then, of course, don't forget Saturday night, we give you week 1 of the pro football season, the Sunday games. And don't forget, each and every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, no matter what, games are still on at the 1 o'clock hour. It's after the first half, as we bring you all the games, all the scores from the 1 o'clock games. We preview the 4 o'clock games, the Sunday and Monday night games. So there you go. Please join us 4 p.m. Eastern Time, no matter what. We will bring you all the games of the 1 o'clock hour. That's why we call it after the first half. So please join us, and then of course join us at 10:30 or at 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern, for the entire look at the day in football, baseball, etc., etc., etc. Excuse me. I'm going to take a little moment. We're at 11 o'clock. We're at the 30-minute mark, and we're going to be back in just about 2 minutes. Actually, no, about a minute 50. I'm going to get something to drink, and then I'm going to, after this show is done, I'm going to do me some dishes and get me some supper. Late supper. Yes, very late supper. It's going to be fun, though. We'll be back in about a minute and a half. I have no music, so just give me a few moments. Put you right here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, right. So, okay. Um, yeah. Move some of this around and see if we got anything in here. And yeah. We can make the rest of this. Hmm. Too cold. Okay. That much, just a little bit more. And oh yeah. We gotta pick everything up. We gotta clean up this place. Okay. Pick everything. Look very good, very pleasant. Very pleasant smell. Okay. Now I'll have the I'll have the water tomorrow, but right now I'm gonna have the shit. Oh, drink that for supper. Yeah, what's wrong with my friend there? Okay, hey, we're back. And it is time, of course, as we all know, time is relative, and we have some good relatives. Anyway, let's get on with little headlines. At 6 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock, 35 minutes, we've been on the air, 36 now. Okay, kiddies, we got a lot for you here. And, oh yeah, I have tried the new Coke Zero Sugar Oreo Slurpee, and I will give you my review shortly. But right now, let's give you some entertainment news and views as we do every night here on Steve Sporty Balls. A new filing with the Federal Communications Commission outlines a plan. Well, let's try that again, slowly. A new filing with the Federal Communications Commission outlines a plan to strengthen and revitalize the CBS broadcast network and its owned and operated stations should Oracle founder Larry Ellison be allowed to assume control of the broadcast licenses. Ellison, the father of Skydance founder and CEO David Ellison, who would be the future CEO of Paramount Global, should the merger go through, and why not, would control the new company through a handful of corporate entities alongside Jerry Cardinal's Redbird Capital. Companies controlled by Larry Ellison are contributing the bulk of the cash required to get the deal done, hence the voting control. But first, it has to receive approval from the government, and in addition to an antitrust review by the Federal Trade Commission and or Department of Justice. That means approval by the FCC to transfer the CBS broadcast licenses. That requirement led to the filing, which outlines the deal and the players involved. In the filing, Ellison notes that they do not currently own any business with a broadcast license and thus will not reduce competition in the space. And they tout their plans to invest in both CBS and its local stations. Quote, CBS, the O&O stations, and their robust distribution networks are among the company's strongest and most stable assets, the filing said. With an improved balance sheet, new Paramount will be able to make strategic investments in the legendary news gathering and reporting efforts of the national CBS television network and the company's owned and operated local stations. These investments will ensure that both the national network, which reaches all television markets, and the O&Os will continue to serve as trusted sources of news. The investment in the CBS television network similarly will help ensure popular live sports and highly rated entertainment programming remain available to viewers over the air and will benefit CBS affiliated stations. In turn, these iconic broadcast assets will act as pillars for the growth and success of new Paramount more broadly. Now, with regards to the owned and operated stations, the filing lays out a rough plan to preserve and enhance the legacy and broad reach of the national CBS television network and the company's 28 owned and operated local television broadcast stations, while leveraging their historic strengths to successfully meet the challenges presented by today's dynamic and disruptive media landscape. That includes an investment in the digital footprint of the CBS stations, the investments planned for the O&Os bolsters not only their online presence, but also their sustainability to continue to deliver important and local, national, and national news and other programming over the air, the filing indicates. In a conference call with reporters after the Skydance deal was announced, Jeff Shell, slated to be president of the new company, touted CBS as a crown jewel asset of the company. I think there's going to be a change for CBS. It's going to be that we're going to probably manage it a bit more aggressively for cash flow, meaning making some harder decisions on time periods and things like that going forward, which you have to when you have a declining business, Shell says. But there's really no change in the overall vision for the asset other than we believe in it. It's going to be actively part of all our plans going forward. So there you go. If that's not a vote of confidence, I don't know what is, kids. Okay, so leave us to continue this fun-filled fiesta as we do. A big WWE on NBC live primetime special is coming soon. WrestleVotes is reporting that the WWE is set to announce a live primetime special on the Peacock network. That's NBC, not the streaming service. The announcement is expected to be made at some point within the next few days. Although the location for a special remains unknown, one source indicates that tickets for the show will go on sale next Friday, so that information should be available immediately or imminently. There have been rumblings about eternal speculation pointing to a Saturday night special in December. This will be the company's first primetime special on NBC since 2008. We will keep you abreast. Let's see here. Okay, let's go to it. Joe Gibbs Racing has made a significant move by announcing the return of Brandon Jones to their NASCAR Xfinity Series team on a multi-year contract starting next season. The 27-year-old driver, who previously raced for Joe Gibbs Racing from 2018 to 2022, is set to rejoin the team after a stint with JR Motorsports. Joe Gibbs, the team owner, commented on the new signing in a press release, quote, "We're thrilled to have Brandon return to Joe Gibbs Racing next season. He has a proven history of success with us and is someone that we know will be in the championship hunt each year. His veteran leadership will also be a tremendous asset to our program." So, congratulations. And Mazel Tov. Okay, let's get to the Oreo Coke flavored Slurpee. Now, I have tried it. It is incredible. It is devastatingly tangy and delicious. You should try it. Here is the pros for the fizzy cookie-flavored Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Slurpee. It shouldn't be news to anyone that frozen Coca-Cola products hit different no matter the format, icy, Slurpee, Burger King, etc. But the reporter for this little thing was shocked that this unilateral excellence extended as far as zero sugar Oreo flavored Coke. As the person said in his review of the non-Slurpee Oreo flavored Coke, this is smooth, creamy, and has exactly as much chocolate as I like to taste in a Coca-Cola. I can't fully articulate why this is better than the soda it's based on, but it's absolutely preferable. I'm torn on whether I'll buy more of the soda, but I'll grab one of these Slurpees every time I see them until they sell out. this is going to be fantastic because I feel almost the same way as I did with pickle juice Slurpee. The cons, again, why is this zero sugar? Blah, blah, blah. It's good. I can't wait to try the soda. If the soda is anything like the Slurpee, then watch out. You got a permanent flavor there. Okay, let us keep on a going. Okay. How many? Adult Swim is in the news again. Earlier today, Adult Swim unveiled the official trailer for its long-awaited anime adaptation of horror manga auteur Junji Ito's magnum opus, uh, Uzumaki, and it looks like a terrifyingly good time. A 4-episode anime by Ghost in the Shell studio production IG, follows high schooler Kiri Goshima's harrowing misadventures as a mysterious spiral pattern population haunts her and her hometown. Although the spiral starts in as an odd curiosity for the townfolk, it soon becomes an all-encompassing obsession threatening to upend their lives in increasingly gruesome and macabre, horror-filled ways. Famously, Uzumaki was initially slated to release on Toonami in 2020 before it spiraled into 3 delays. At the time, Production IG issued a statement on the anime's official X or Twitter page, saying it required more time to ensure the anime's distinct black and white CG style recreated the quality of the intricate designs and detailed line work of Ito's manga. In a recent interview with Vulture, Uzumaki executive producer and Adult Swim senior vice president Jason DeMarco recounted the series' many troublesome production woes, including how COVID-19 halted work on the anime. Quote, the pandemic completely stopped production on the show for close to a year was the single biggest impact. Our crew was small, so having even a few members and their families gain deathly ill was a huge blow to the production and our morale. It was very challenging to bring the show back from the dead, end quote. DeMarco also revealed that Flying Lotus, a longtime Adult Swim music collaborator, suggested making Uzumaki a black and white CG animation to deliver the page-turning horror of Ito's manga panels. This sounds like it is going to be far freaking out. So look for that on Adult Swim. Let's see. Do we have any more? Not really. Okay. Let's give it to you right now. The AEW Dynamite results. We give you the winners to cut the BS. Kazuchika Okada versus Kyle Fletcher. Okada defeated Fletcher for that. Robin Renegade took on Jamie Hayter and regretted every second of it. Hayter defeated her. Mariah May versus Nyla Rose. This went back and forth, and Nyla Rose almost got the title. It was a great match. May defeated Rose, however. I think these two are set for a rematch at All Out in Chicago on pay-per-view. Pac, Yuta, and Castagnoli versus Ospreay, Cassidy, and O'Reilly. And the winner was the BCC, and Pac defeated Ospreay and Conglomeration. And the big contract signing, that was amazing. This week's Dynamite closed with a contract signing that instead saw Hangman Adam Page burn down the childhood home of Swerve Strickland had purchased this week. Not only was this one of Page's better promos, it was also one of the most interesting segments AEW has done because the company actually burned down a house to do it. Hopefully, Tony Khan got his money's worth. It was solid. So gracias, AEW. This is Thursday, so our next one when we meet again on Friday, that will be uh, that'll be when we review the final. Yes, I said it right. The final Friday night SmackDown on Fox. We will review that for you. Um, hmm. Let's see what we got here. Uh, yeah, let's do this. Okay, boop. NASCAR drivers seem to want the championship race to be held at different tracks moving forward. Bob Pockruss of Fox Sports asked the 16 playoff drivers which track should host the race for the Cup Series title. None of them said it should stay in Phoenix. The majority of drivers anonymously said the race should be held at Las Vegas, while another set want Homestead to be the host. Here is the breakdown. Las Vegas, 7 votes. Homestead, 6. Charlotte, 4. Pockruss mentioned many drivers picked more than one track since they wanted it to be moved around. Homestead or Darlington, one driver wrote. Darlington is pretty fun. Another driver wrote Charlotte because the racing has gotten pretty good there. It's a good balance between car, driver, pit crew. I just think would be total complete test. Another driver added Charlotte is a great race. It's a different mile and a half. It's a mile and a half that drives like a short track. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, do we? Yeah, let's see what the other side has. More of our entertainment news, then we'll give you a score update and a whole lot more. If you join us, be happy. Anyway, I think that is. And RFK Racing is progressing toward expanding to 3 full-time NASCAR Cup teams in 2025. So we will see just how good it shall be. Okay. Let's see here. Do we have any more? Yeah, we got about 5 minutes before we, actually 7 minutes before we take off. And mutually respect the line as it is. Okay, so right now we're in the fourth quarter, 7:38 remaining. Kansas City leads by 10, 27-17. Damn. The rabbi, by the way, Uno picked Kansas City, and so did I. So, thank you very much. Yes, we do. We got it. Yes, I know we got it. We got it right here. Let's see. Boop, boop. Thank you. Uno, ST. And Uno, no, I went with Philadelphia. Uno went with Green Bay, so I agreed with the rabbi, and Uno went rogue. So those are 2 football games, exciting and pure as the new driven snow, or as the old driven snow, if you prefer. Uh, you want to wrap it up with a little karaoke since I think we've done everything? Why not? Let's do this. Time for a little karaoke, folk. A little karaoke, okie. Okie, okie. uh, let's see. Oops. Yeah, let's do a little Dean Martin this time. Okay, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my world. And what a song. What a cue. And there we go. Here we go. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Step into my heart and leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you'll be given the key to this world of mine. I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Okay, folks, we got about 2 minutes left. That was it. I kicked Sinatra. Now I kick Dean Martin. My gosh, what don't I do? Jokes. No, I do those too, but we're slowly getting back to normal here, and I want to thank everybody for their concerns, their prayers, their good vibes. I don't have COVID anymore, so I am happy for that. Oh, God, am I happy. And speaking of happy, Kansas City just kicked the field goal. No, Baltimore just kicked the field goal. It is now 20-27. Kansas City's 10-point lead is now up to just 7. And there's about 4:54 remaining in the final quarter of regulation, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll give you the result of that game tomorrow. Our technical issues with the rabbi will finally be fixed, and you'll be able to hear him and Harry as they take on 5 college games. And this is exclusive to the rabbi. Me and Uno just stick with the pros. And don't forget, Saturday, the rabbi returns with the rest of week 1. And of course, don't forget, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, you'll get, after the first half, all the action from the 1 o'clock games, as only we can do it. A preview of the 4 o'clock games, and if that's not enough, we preview Sunday and Monday night's games as well. So please join us then. And until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, I am Steve, the Backsman Baxley. This broadcast was produced somewhere in the ether that is Midtown Jackson by the one, the only, the gamer's best friend, Matthew, the Wizard Nichols, and coordinatingly produced by the strange one himself, our good friend Jay, the brain with two N's, so we can avoid legal man, also with two N's because that's his last name. Thanks to everybody who made this all possible, and we will see you tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right back at the regular time. Hopefully, YouTube will stop having those little fits. Thanks, everybody. This has been a Mystifying Creativity presentation in association with the L2C Media Network. Good night, everybody. Have a great Friday. I know I am. Good night.